All glory go to the Creator. It's an honor to be here today. But I love the theme, American healing. Well, first let's think about something. Where did America come from? Have it always been America? Or was it just created to be America? Who are the real Americans? America keep changing and changing and changing. Let's go back in time when the American Indians looked like I look and roamed the southeast part of the United States freely. I love what the mayor said. We have to tell the truth. We cannot heal America till we fix the foundation. Can we start right there?
Federal recognition, what does that mean for the tribe?
Well, that provides some additional resources as far as grant dollars and funding for education, et cetera, and also for starting businesses. State recognition, the way it stands now, basically gives us additional access to grants for schools that were originally founded for Native Americans. And I can say this too, also Hampton University, and Hampton University was the second school in the Commonwealth outside of William and Mary and the Brapperton in 1711 that amalgamated Native Americans. They had some 55 different tribes there from 1885 up until 1926. Matter of fact, those buildings and part of the land that Hampton University sits on was given free gratis by an anonymous donor out of Boston.
You know what's really interesting? We called Hampton University because we knew that they had the school, and their response and why they didn't want to come on the show was that they felt that they didn't have enough of the history to be able to speak about it.
Well, I would debate with them on that because there are a number of books that have been written on it, and actually I have a list of all the tribes that attended Hampton University during that period. And
go ahead.
The cemetery off there.
The cemetery
out there
will
tell you quite a bit. Yes,
exactly. Exactly.
Okay, I want to get to some of the.
Another suspect is set for trial next month. She's accused of working with a couple who took advantage of people who were in the country illegally.
The people she's accused of working with were sentenced after pleading guilty to fraud charges. Humberto Reveles was sentenced last year to 3 years in prison. Maria Isabel Lerma received 5 years probation. Both must pay restitution to their victims.
Channel 5 News has learned there is at least one other suspect accused in this fraudulent operation. Channel 5's Ana Aguiano reports at 10.
This case has ties dating back to 2014. Channel 5 News has stayed on top of it. Although the cases against 2 others in this operation have already been convicted, victims continue to come forward. Jose Guadalupe Gonzalez's dreams of coming out of the shadows to live freely with his family are shattered.
Cuando me di todo falso fue cuando me mandaron la carta esa.
Gonzalez is one of the nearly 200 who fell for the phony documents Humberto Reveles and Maria Lerma were selling.
Yo fui víctima que me creí en ellos, que podía haber arreglado, pero no.
Reveles and Lerma fessed up to their crimes.
Para empezar, $1,000.
The two were duping people in the country illegally into buying fake Indian tribe memberships.
Estaba esperanzado todavía darles el dinero para que me dieran mis papeles, para yo poder trabajar bien y darles una vida buena a mis hijos.
The pair told their victims they would be allowed to live and work in the country if they purchased a membership to the Yamasee tribe. Evidence discovered.
Right. And we're not static. And I think one of the major issues that American Indians have is that we are often stereotyped into this picture. And if we don't fit that, then we're not legitimately Indian. When you first met me, what did you think? Did you think, well, where's her brown skin? Where's the feathers? I mean, this is I don't think you did. But I guess it's a rhetorical question. Oh, hell yes. So,
well, are you 100% Native American?
No, absolutely not.
What percentage are you?
And that's. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about.
Test. Now we're going to go on to Tina Turner. Her family reports Indigenous American ancestry.
Tina grew up believing that 2 of her grandparents were part Native American.
But you're only 1% Native American. You know how your family has always thought that you had all this Native American heritage?
Yes.
It was white heritage that you had.
All this time I've been thinking Indian. I was dying to find out what tribe it was.
You're from the tribe of Europe.
Wow.
And I'm 3% Native American. So I got just a little Indian in me.
You got a little Indian in you. 0% Native American. And 0% Native
There you
American.
go.
And 0% who were Native American.
I'm going to have to tell the Choctaw Nation in Oklahoma now. I presented myself. I'm not Choctaw at all, you know.
And you'll see there's no figure for Native American because you ain't got no Native American.
Set the record.
Even Don Cheadle, who we would expect to have some Native American ancestry because of the connection to the Chickasaw, members of your family owned by Native Americans. But we don't find any.
Wow.
And you're not alone in not having any measurable Native American ancestry. 1 in about every 20 African Americans only 1 in 20 has any significant amount of Native American ancestry.
So apocryphal.
You're listening to Silver Kid Beats.
When I was reading to prepare for this interview, I was quite surprised to see you use the word Aborigines, talking about African Americans.
You know, I've dealt with that issue. I've already talked publicly about that.
And my purpose here today is to say that I'm very sorry, and I apologize to anyone whose feelings were hurt by my comment.
I've made very, very clear I don't know where that comment comes from.
Well, from your subconscious.
Well, I guess. I mean, it's not even a normal thing anyone would say, even if you meant something in a negative